Hello, thank you for joining me. Just dropped a couple of cards, but I'm going to put them back and keep shuffling. See if they come out in a minute. All right, my name is Claire. I'm here with a 2-card tarot reading for you. It is Thursday, the 2nd of February, and we're walking towards a full moon, but the full moon in Leo on the 5th. So yeah, if you're starting to feel a bit emotional or you feel like, yeah, something's going on and you're not quite figuring out why, you're not alone. I'm sure there's lots and lots of other people that feel the same when a full moon is looming. I'm using my Rider-Waite cards today. Reason being, we've had lots of really big major cards come out over the last week or so. And this is my oldest pack. I've had these 30 plus years and they're like old friends for me. So I feel like I want to just get, you know, tap into the wisdom of an old friend. And maybe that's the first message. Maybe you need to do that. Have you got an old friend that always tells you how it is? Am I that person to you? Who knows? Right, let's see what we've got. Right, we've got the 10 of Cups. I feel like this card is tapping into the energy of the Sun card that we had yesterday, because this person's got their arms up, they're looking above, they're looking at a very joyful event. However, yesterday's cards were accompanied with the Judgment card, and that can be quite a harsh energy. Although I feel it was quite softened, I do feel there is a real element of underlying letting go, harshness that the world's kind of put us in. But I do feel that this is the reminder that there's always a reason why. So if you're looking at this card and you really are in a place where you're not finding the love and finding the joy because you're still hurting because of an ending. Now that could be a redundancy, it could be a marriage breakup or a relationship breakup, it could be all number of things that we have to end. It could be even somebody that you've lost. You know, I'm sort of struggling with grief, and every now and then it kind of whacks me in the face when I least expect it. However, someone said to me once, it was a lady I used to live near, and her father passed away, and her and her mother were told, there'll always be a big hole, you need to fill it with stuff. And I feel this card is coming in to remind us to fill it with good stuff. If we've got a hole in our life, if something has moved away from us and we're feeling that ending, that really harsh ending of something, then it's really easy to say, look for the positives, because, you know, that when you're feeling a bit down, it's like, yeah, whatever, love. That sounds too patronizing for me. I feel this card is saying, we understand, as in the universe, understand there's a hole in your life, and we have created that hole for a reason. So the 10 of Cups is a real joyful card. And I spoke about the the full moon that's coming in Leo. Leo is a real fun-loving sign, joyful, you know, creative, outgoing, what's the word I'm looking for? Not introvert, extrovert. Extrovert energy. Have you got a party coming up, you know, that you can just let your hair down and have a bit of fun with? You know, I feel like we're being pushed to find some joy and some happy events in our life, even if we don't feel like it, even if you really don't resonate with that card. I feel like this is, you know what? Plan something fun this weekend. And if you've already got something fun planned, enjoy it. Oh, okay, so my light's just gone off again. I always feel that's quite significant somehow. I'm going to put the light back in. Who knows? I don't know. It's broke. Help. This is where you need some sort of IT specialist, don't you? Bear with me. Bear with. There we go. Right, like I was refusing to let the darkness take over then. So let's just see that as a really significant message in itself, okay? Right, what other card we got? The Magician. Okay, another major card's come out. But I'm really drawn to the fact that we've got the 10, which does signify endings, and the 1 that signifies new beginnings. And as this card has come out, my spirit guides do like to have a little bit of fun with me, as you've just seen by this light going off when I was telling you to find joy and happiness. I've got a song now bursting into my head, and it is Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive. And he's doing a little John Travolta dance as well, isn't he? No, that's not a John Travolta song, but, you know, I was talking about going to parties and stuff. And all of a sudden we've got, he's just, of all the things that the magician can tap into as a message, I'm getting his John Travolta stance as a, you know what, you need to be on that dance floor having fun. Look at me, I'm having fun, I'm living my best life. Because sometimes when we really try and push ourselves to be that person, it actually happens. You know, it's that law of attraction kind of stuff, really, isn't it? These are 2 really positive cards. You know, you've got the yellow positive colour of the magician there, and obviously the 10 of Cups is a very positive card as well. But now I've got John Travolta in my head, I just can't get it out, and Gloria Gaynor. This is the idea of just, oh God, sorry, I'm just completely sidetracked now of going like that. Yeah, this is just the idea of being your own person and not really caring what other people think. And I feel like the magician comes in when we need to take control of our lives. And I know I keep going back to dancing and parties and dance floors, but, you know, when we just abandon ourselves and just are, you know, living in the moment and dancing and being free, that's a really wonderful energy to kind of be. And I just feel like we need to tap into that. We need to remind ourselves that we're all capable of doing that. If you are a very introverted person, and I've talked about the Leo full moon coming up, it can be very difficult to be that extrovert, you know, out on the dance floor, showing everybody that you're having fun. But sometimes we just need to invoke the energies that we're not normally like. I'm quite an introvert person, to be honest with you. I don't, I know I do these messages to you, but, you know, I'm sitting in a quiet room on my own doing them. So, you know, it is hard sometimes to push yourself out of that comfort zone. But I really feel, because we had that message yesterday of the January energy has taught us to really, you know, sever ties, let go, the acceptance that we are no longer the person that we were last year, and that perhaps the person we were coming into this year. There's a really good reason for it. And I feel the magician, there's an element of trickery when you look at the magician. But I feel that this is not about a magician looking at you and you going, do you know what, I know that you're not on the level and there's something weird going on behind the scenes. I feel the magician is coming in here for us to be the magician, for us to be the person that conjures up, if you pardon the pun, what we want out of our lives, okay? So, you know, although he can get a bit of a bad rap, the magician, because obviously there are things going on behind the scenes that only he knows about, I feel like that's what we should be remembering. Sometimes there are things going on behind the scenes that only we know about. We might be struggling with our mental health, or we might have a family member that's, you know, poorly, and then that's really worrying us. But sometimes we have to kind of hold that in and go out in the world and just, just put our best foot forward and just try and put our troubles behind us, I think I want to say, and just embrace whatever event or thing that is coming into your life. I do feel like everybody's got a bit of an event. Gay, I know you mentioned you had an event coming up, and I know I've got one at the weekend, but even if you haven't, perhaps it might be, do you want to meet for coffee with somebody, and, you know, a call out of the blue, an invitation, and you'd be like, oh, normally I'd say no, but I'm going to say yeah. So look out for that. Please let me know if that resonates with you. And yeah, if you do get the opportunity to go out on a dance floor, make sure you do your little John Travolta pose. I'll be back tomorrow. On a Friday, I use my spirit animal cards, and they seem to be really popular. Yeah, please do come back for those. And send me a message if that resonates, and do like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.